Yeah!
And what's good, everybody? It's Touchdowns with Tangents, post Super Bowl fallout show, whatever you want to call it, live from the Good News radio station. I'm PD Camarillo.
I'm Kenneth Frank Jansberry.
And as usual, in the next hour and a half or so, you can expect a little bit of NFL talk because, well, it's the off season. A lot of pettiness.
It's where we do our best work, is honestly in the off season.
And, well, of course, some cultural context sprinkled.
Some cultural
throughout.
commentary for some culturally concise commentary. The brilliance of the realness.
As he stumbles over his words.
Nope.
As he stumbles over the marketing phrases he's created.
First off, alliteration.
But yeah, man.
It's alliteration, and sometimes I have trouble with my C's.
But yeah, man, shout out to the network
Almost
affiliates.
cussed you
Shout out
out.
to the Good News radio station. Shout out to X Squad affiliates. Shout out to FPC Radio. Shout out to your favorite podcast app where hopefully you're listening to this and hopefully you're going to go and give us a rating.
Listen
give
to
us
all
some
our
feedback.
stuff. Listen to our mini shows on Anchor, too, by the way. More drops to come, and because Spotify just bought Anchor. You should really check us out on Spotify.
I'm
There's
not
like
going that far, but go ahead.
There's like 5 other audio sites you can check us out on. So pretty much just type in Touchdowns and Tangents, and you'll be surprised how much stuff comes up.
Because my SEO skills are on point. But yeah, shout out to me.
Anyway, shout out to us overall. Because we all know I'm like the heart and soul and spine of this show.
I guess.
You're the marketing muscle. So if we ever atrophy, it'll be because like
No,
there's no marketing.
I'm the.
No, you're PRP. We already established this.
Nah, I'm the.
You're the marketing guru.
Nah, I wouldn't even go.
You're the industry tie guy. I'm the voice of the streets.
No, I'm the businessman.
So am I. I'm about my business too.
No
what
comment.
you think this is?
No comment.
What you think this is? I
No
never got
comment.
it. You ever see me get a bad deal, a raw deal? Don't happen. Don't look at me like that.
Yeah, you don't want me to
Don't look
answer
at me
that.
like
Shut
that.
up.
You don't want me to answer that either.
You don't want me to
Hey, you know
answer
what?
that.
By the
You
way,
don't want me to
this
answer
is
that,
the
bro.
1-year anniversary episode of us being on the Good News Radio. We have been on the Good News Radio for a year now. 52 episodes.
Oh, because
No
you...
episodes missed. Perfect attendance. Especially me.
Okay, I'm
Shout out to me.
I'm giving you your claps for that, but let me hold up.
I want 3 sets of claps.
And
honestly.
actually, you did miss a show. First of all, so.
Never missed a show.
But actually, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Me
when
and
you were in the
Oakland
Bay.
didn't count.
Yeah,
I
yes.
called in.
No, you still weren't
Ergo,
here.
I didn't miss.
You still weren't here.
Because
Anyways,
my
let
grandma,
me back up. First of all, you took my
Peak got
clout.
sassy. Peak
You
got
took
sassy.
my reporting. I went back and looked and saw that it was our anniversary. Not you. But no, go ahead. Make the announcement. Live in your shine. Because
Are
technically,
you done?
technically,
Is you done? Is you finished?
technically, no, this is where I'm going to get you.
Stop
and-
throwing up
and
gang
prove
signs
to
at
the
me
world-
and proving your point.
And prove to the world about why, one,
You don't know
you're
what
a
you're going
clout
to say
chaser.
next.
2, I'm a real reporter. Because look, yes, this is technically
You can't
the
report because of your
anniversary show
actual
of
job.
being on the Good News radio station. Yes. But technically, we actually did a pre-record the week before. So if you really want to get into the shits, last week was the anniversary show. So yeah, that's all I got to say.
Well, just like any reasonable partner, I usually forget the actual day.
Oh, here we go. Now he's a reasonable partner. Shut your ass up.
Get your ass up for having a girlfriend call in.
Well, that was appropriate chopper sound.
It was. It really was.
Anyways,
Transitions.
man, so in case, I don't know, in case you blacked out before 3 p.m. on Sunday, in case you have work, in case, you know, you took the time when everyone else was watching the game to go to the mall, get your shopping done, whatever you did, in case you didn't know, the Super Bowl happened this week. And yeah, guess what?
Technically last week.
Whatever, Sunday. Point is, it was the worst rated Super Bowl ever.
Yay, shout out to everybody who didn't watch. I was at work.
And the
Much
sad
job at
thing
Super Bowl
was,
party.
it was 2 major markets between Boston and LA, and it was still an absolute snore fest. It was more monotone than this podcast.
More monotone than Pete's voice. I am not monotone in the slightest.
Yeah, you.
This is what happens when Pete is on the board.
You should really seek.
It's corny and really whitewashed.
You should really seek some feedback from people outside.
I have a proper speaking voice. That is not my fault. Actually, you sound monotone.
Actually, you don't.
Only on this podcast. It's
actually,
weird. In real life, you don't sound monotone.
Actually, you don't, because we've already been over this about how your mic technique needs work, and it's gotten a lot better over the past 20 episodes. I'll give you that. I'm it definitely has. You definitely have worked.
You just purposely turned up your mic so you could talk over me.
No, because my levels were actually lower than you. So,
damn.
Yeah, there's
During
that.
Black History Month, you just gotta have levels higher than me. You couldn't just let
no.
me have,
Actually, typically my levels are lower than you because I actually talk into the mic more consistently than you when you're leaning back, being fat, lazy, taking a breath, and having indigestion.
Wow.
Yeah, I went there.
So this is a guy who can't digest food.
All right,
You're
man.
one kidney shot away from just being on really.
Hey, shout out to Jackie wishing us happy anniversary, and shout out to Keith, man. That game definitely was a baseball game, and actually, this past World Series and the games leading up to it were probably a little bit more
I'd rather
exciting.
go watch Angels highlights.
There were some high-scoring baseball games this past postseason, which probably were more than this 20-point Super Bowl, 17-point Super Bowl.
It was a 20-point Super Bowl, 13-3.
And we had one of the top offenses.
It's like the defense for the Rams couldn't have played any better.
Yeah, it was pretty sad. But yeah, man, if any of you Rams fans want to call in and cry, we'll do a touchdowns and therapy segment. So feel free to call in.
And I'm the
323-900-0478.
And I'm the therapy part. Pete will probably just be mocking you. By the way, shout out to Mikhail. Your team still didn't make the Super Bowl.
And shout out to the Saints. As O'Shea Jackson said on Twitter afterwards, you still didn't get there.
Oh, and like other people also said, you shouldn't have thrown a pick in the overtime because Drew Brees threw an interception in overtime. It happens. But Drew Brees, Tom Brady, that would have been a much better Super Bowl. The Saints
for
would
sure,
much
100%.
More points.
So let's get into the leads, man. What'd you think of the Super Bowl? What will you remember from the Super Bowl?
That Demi Lovato's punk ass got canceled up out of here. Let's talk about it, Demi. So, and 21 Savage is a British citizen. I did not know that. That was probably the most shocking thing. I was at work.
The Redcoats.
I was at work. No, don't get twisted. There's some cats in England who will stab you 100 times and leave you dead in an alleyway. Like, they got Comptons over there too. We just don't know what they're called. But as a great man once said, the world is a ghetto. But anyway, when you break down that whole situation with 21 Savage, the fact that ICE waited till right now all of a sudden to pinch him, and then Demi Lovato says the best thing about the Super Bowl is all the memes about 21 Savage, and Black Twitter reminded her that she's actually a junkie and technically a criminal because with all the drugs she had on her, she should have actually been in prison and facing serious jail time. Unlike Ty Dolla $ign, who a bunch of people was on the tour bus, him, Skrillex, and a bunch of other people, but he got popped and they said he had a bunch of cocaine on him. Apparently he didn't. And he's facing 10 years in prison. But that's what happens when you're white. You just escape all crime and accountability for anything you do. That's why we look at Demi Lovato like, oh, what a tragic figure. Even though no one made her do all that heroin.
I've never heard anybody say Demi Lovato's a tragic figure.
You weren't on Twitter when she relapsed and then her dealer went on TMZ. People were still like, no, we still got to feel bad for Demi Lovato, but her dealer was on TV snitching.
Yeah.
Let it have been a black person. Let it have been Chris Brown. Everybody went like, yeah, I hope he dies. Not everybody, but a lot of people on Twitter. Pretty much, here's a rule for you non-black people who don't understand. We can make fun of our own. You can't. Because if you've ever been in a school where there's black people, and one person got roasted, and then you laughed a little bit too hard and said something, all it takes is one real one out the bunch to be like, I know your ass ain't over here laughing. And then we just get on your shark fin soup looking head ass boy. parents look like the
I'm only
mutated
laughing
people
because
on
I've
Spy.
literally been there before.
Yeah, I know it was you. And someone like me was probably the one roasting you too.
Nah, definitely not. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
The point is,
that can happen right now.
what I wanted to bring up, I don't know why you're having this conversation you always have, but whatever. I'll let you talk to yourself. What I did want to say is, everyone's talking about 21 Savage, but it's like, this is happening to everybody. This is a crisis right now.
No, but that's my thing.
Even Vince Staples said it, man.
Yeah.
We're clowning people about being immigrants now.
Yeah, like you clearly never grew up around Mexicans. But my thing is,
I
haven't heard the Latino community come out and say anything on behalf of 21 Savage.
Because they don't need to.
Oh, they don't need to, but they sure were hassling black people for not saying anything with immigration and kids being thrown in jails and all types of shit, and black people on the front lines of that. But now that a black dude, people,
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I'm just saying that black brown coalition.
I think low key
is really one sided.
I think low key. I'm gonna share some of those stay off Twitter articles, because like low key you might need to get off Twitter for a little bit, because I think that might be the root of your issue right now, because you're just seeing like a lot of the same groupthink and you're thinking that these conversations aren't happening.
I'm not saying,
because
okay, bro, I haven't heard any of the because I think come out and make a statement on his behalf. I haven't had anybody from the Latino community come out and say, we just heard Michelle Rodriguez say, Liam Neeson can't be racist because he had his tongue all down Viola Davis's throat. Really, bro? You gonna talk to me about that?
Nah,
black people
are something.
Black people
that's
are
something
always
different,
championing everyone else, and don't nobody come to our aid.
That's
a historical fact.
That's something.
I'm not even arguing. That's a historical fact. But I'm just saying, this 21 Savage shit. I saw a lot of stuff that was happening, and aside from the jokes, which some of those memes were hilarious, and he would admit even in lockup that shit was funny. People were not understanding the point of like, yo, he has a family. This is like, it's trash what ICE is doing. That's my issue. And when black people get in issues and trouble and shit like this, no other group comes out and says, oh yeah, we're totally behind you. Like one or two people say something. And then we just forced to deal with it on our own. And that historically always happens. I could point it out in a bunch of different cases, but I'm not going to do that right now. Because it's Black History Month and we deserve some kind of a break after Offset and Chris. By the way, Chris Brown said Offset looked like oh my goodness, why am I forgetting what he's
but yeah, man, the whole point I was gonna say is, man, the whole thing, like before you made it into an overgeneralizing statement about,
that's not overgeneralization. Please tell me what the Latino community does,
the state of Latino
overall,
and black relations, which you just did.
As a group, Latinos have not been there for black people. The way
anyways,
we've been there,
bro.
Been there for them.
Anyways,
that's a fact.
Like I'm saying, man, I'm not trying to make. I'm trying to make this.
That's why you're not trying to even.
I'm not trying to make this into because why?
I'm not arguing to be like a contrarian.
You really are. You really are, because you're not even listening to me, bro.
I am listening to you, but
like I'm saying,
I'm still waiting for a fact.
Like I'm saying, bro.
That's what I said.
Like I said, I don't think you can use this as an instance of like, oh, the state of black and Latino relations. It's a social media thing. It was a sad, tragic thing that turned into a viral social media thing. I think the overall point is, like Vince Staples said, man, free everyone out the gym. Period. That's it. That's all I was trying to say, and you turned it into, oh, brown versus black relations.
That's a black dude who said that. That's a black dude who said that.
Yeah.
And we always say it. We say free everybody.
Yeah.
We said free Meek, even though honestly it's like, Meek. Remember to cool off. Drake still got smoke.
You might want to cool off.
Remember to recalibrate things.
Oh shit, bro! You had like 4 episodes titled after me.
Chris
so
Brown
shut
said,
your ass up.
Chris Brown
bro.
said Offset looked like Pootie Tang, and I died because Offset, they put a side by side of Pootie Tang and Offset, and I died. And yeah, Louis C.K. directed and wrote Pootie Tang, by the way. So yeah.
All right, man. So can we get back to the game?
Pretty much everything outside of the Super Bowl was important this week, except the trash ass Super Bowl.
Yeah, and honestly, when I look back at the Super Bowl,
you'll remember the piss break you took.
No, really I'm going to remember the piss break that Jared Goff took down his damn leg. That's what I'm going to remember.
Both his legs and out his eyes?
Because look, and I tweeted this when it happened, the Los Angeles Rams had the ball with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, down by 7 versus New England.
That Gilmore pick ended the game.
That's literally the situation you want. That's what you play for. You play for that opportunity